Hey folks, welcome back to Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Last time we got all the energy from the Dark World in the Torvus Temple, and we're gonna go, put it back, because that's the right thing to do. It was a pretty lengthy last part. We had two bosses, one a particularly lengthy boss, so, a lot going on. I think this part, we're probably just gonna explore around a bit, because there's some stuff back in the Agon Wastes I know we can go and do by now. And maybe, if we have enough time, we might even take a sneak peek at the next area. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure if we have to stop... we probably do have to stop by the Great Temple on the way to said new area, but that's okay. So that'll be the plan. It as the light energy returns, the rain goes away. Isn't that lovely? I do like how they have those little details when you put the energy back. It's like, what happened in Agon Wastes? I think, like, the sky got less cloudy or something. Looked better in some capacity, anyway. And at this point, Umos is like, wow, this lady's a champion. He's damn right she is. And Mr. Hologram Man is also pleased. Alright. That's some lore right there, isn't it? How do I miss these things? Look, at least I'm noticing them now, right? Whoops. I didn't press 2. Give me a sec. What was it called? The New Age? Was it this one? I don't know. It was one of them. It might have been this one. It's not much of a story on that one. They basically just bring it up. Alright, I hope that was the right one. If it wasn't, then I will hopefully notice in the video when I look back and show the correct one. That was pretty silly, but whatever. Alright, so at this point, yeah, we're supposed to be heading back, I guess back to the temple grounds, but there is the elevator here that takes us to Agon Waste, so I might head that away, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so, there was that room. Yeah, here, this big old room. I want to say that this room had an energy tank that we needed the, what's it called? Grapple beam to get. So I'm going to start by heading that way. Now, while I'm thinking about it, this is a good example of how the Dark Visor can be helpful, because you can very clearly see these guys, and the game now lets you lock onto them when you're using it. So, it makes life a lot easier. Just like that. Pretty cool. Well, we're nearly to where we need to be anyway. So yes, it's this door over here. I thought there was a morph ball tunnel. I was wrong, but I suppose we got there a bit faster anyway. Now. This is not the room I was thinking of after all. Where was that room? There was like a room where there was a grapple point. It might have been in the temple grounds, actually. Either way, there's a couple rooms in the Space Pirate base we can go check out, so I'll start heading that way then. Oh well, at least this is like a quicker way to get there. I was just looking at the map. I think this room over here might also have something we can do now. Because I think there was a half pipe in here, wasn't there? Yeah, turrets, I remembered your existence. There you go, try doing that in the GameCube version. So, can we do this? Yes, indeed we can. What does it lead to? That is a bomb slot. That is not active. Scan console. Is it this one? Ah. Ah, right, okay. So at that point then you need the boost ball to get up there. Fair enough. Come on. Getting stuck to something there. There's our missile, very nice. Okay, so now I think if we just head back this way, we can start heading back towards the place I was going to earlier. Actually, I'm wrong. Back I go. Okay, here we go. I heard that cry and I can guess exactly what that means. Yay, the Metroids are here. So these guys, yeah, even they say taken from Talon 4. So yeah, they're basically the same as they were in Prime 1 at this point. They don't like dark energy very much. Sadly, the ice beam isn't in this game, so we can't just freeze them and, you know, missile them to death. But over there is a green door. I'm hoping we can reach that with the platforms. I don't really want to... Alright, I guess I'll deal with you. Hey. Stop being annoying. And you still have to wait for them to do that before you can shoot them. Okay, let's get setting. Offline? Oh, I have to go over there again. Okay. There we go. Probably count the number of shots that is. 2. And 2 and 2. Wow, that is, yeah, pretty good. Last registered position. I appreciate that. Alright, let's see if we can... There's got to be a way to make this work, huh? Unless we need a later item? I see that as well. Okay, what if... we... is it this one? Yeah, but then we can't get up, can we? Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's a way for us to get up there, actually. Let's take one last look at this. We want you. No, we don't. We want you. I suppose at the very least it should open the door. So we're gonna take a bit of that. Come on. This is gonna work, okay? Ah! If this thing wasn't in the way. Oh my god, please. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think... maybe we can jump to it? I don't think so. No, I'm going to conclude that that is not happening yet. Unfortunate, but that seems to be how it is. But there's a door there. That we can check out. Anyway, as we backtrack a bit, there's a topic I've been meaning to possibly address. I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring it up in this game or in Prime 3, but you know what? I thought let's address it now. And that is, it's a question I see come up every so often when people talk about the Prime games. Ooh, what are you? Wow. That sounds like a fun thing. Yep, saw that coming. Hey guys. Game's sure making a big deal of this. But what was I saying? Yeah, there's a topic that tends to come up when people talk about the Prime games, and that is the eternal debate, I like to call it. Is Metroid Prime a first-person shooter? And I am firmly in the no category. To which I hear you probably think, but it's in first person, and you shoot things. So why isn't it a first-person shooter? Well, that's a very good question, isn't it? To that I say, I think the shooting isn't necessarily the main element here. Because once you call this game a first-person shooter, you're putting it into the same genre as that of games like, you know, Call of Duty, Halo, Battlefield, whatever else. And if you're going to compare this game to games like that, I think that is very, very, very incorrect. Give me a minute to look around here. There's that room there. We still can't get in there. That's fine. I feel like we've gotten pretty much everything else, though. How about the old Dark World? There is a corridor there. I can't say I remember there being anything in said corridor, though. So that's fine. Temple, that's fine. There is a grey door there. We still can't get through there. Okay, I think we've done pretty much everything we can at this stage, I would say. So alright, that aside, let's move on. Excuse me, not interested. But yeah, if you're calling this game a first-person shooter, you're putting it into the same category as, you know, other big AAA games. Like, I remember there was a friend of mine, or a friend of a friend, who just mentioned Metroid Prime in passing. He was like, oh yeah, I really liked it. I was like, yeah, that's really good. He's like, oh, it was so much better than Halo. And I thought, but they're like pretty different games. Because the thing with a lot of your average first-person shooters is their single players are very, very linear, right? You're going through the motions of these same levels. The story is very, like, spoon-fed to you, I suppose. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying that's what tends to happen, is the story tells itself. You don't really have to explore for it or anything, if there even is any exploring to do in those kind of games, which I find there rarely is. Then we look at Metroid Prime, and we've got this kind of open world, explory, you know, look around, figure out where to go next, fight some enemies along the way, kind of deal. In terms of gameplay, however, there's even a lock-on function. That's not something you see in first-person shooters, is it? And like, I guess I can see where people would think the comparison comes from, but I don't agree with it. I think it's just not, you know, correct. And here is the lore entry I missed. Could have got that a long time ago. What have we got? Again, just kind of mentioning something and not really going into a whole lot of detail, but I guess that's fine. Now, we would like to be going to the elevator, that is it. But yeah, like, let's put this into a bit of a different perspective, shall we? Like, let's look at another Metroid game. Let's take a look at, say, Super Metroid. What kind of genre would you say Super Metroid is? I think most people would probably say adventure game, right? Side-scrolling adventure game. Maybe if you're weird, you'd call it a platformer or something, but not really. And you say that because the main elements of the game is the adventure, right? The exploring. The sort of... Well, I mean, it is linear progression, but you're left to your own devices in that game, right? What you probably wouldn't call Super Metroid is a side-scrolling shooter. To which I say, hey, why not? It's side-scrolling, and it's got shooting elements. You shoot enemies, you jump around a bit. The reason you don't say that is because if you do, you'd be putting it into the same category as something like, I can't even think of anything like Metal Slug or like 1942 or those old arcade games. And would you believe that is incorrect, right? You probably wouldn't call, you wouldn't put Super Metroid in the same category as games like that, because it's just the gameplay is so vastly different. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get at with this. Metroid Prime is, in my opinion, an adventure game, not a shooter. And if you think it's a shooter, well, I strongly disagree with you. You can think whatever you like, I'm not saying it's wrong. It kind of is wrong, but I'm not gonna, bag you for it, be like, oh, this guy thinks it's a shooter, what an idiot. But it is a bit, a bit incorrect, let's be real. So, at this point, I guess we just want to head to the Great Temple, although there could be some stuff we can do. I think there's something we can do in this room now. Nothing there. Now, where was that room I was thinking of? Was it here? There was a room I was thinking of where it had the, that grapple point. Ah, it's here. So that's near Torvus Bog. Maybe I can take a little detour that away first. Then we can head back here. That sounds like a good plan to me. But yeah, I think you're categorizing it wrong if you're calling it a first-person shooter. Because yes, it is in first person, and yes, you do shoot things, but I don't think that's the right genre to call Metroid Prime. I really don't. It's because, again, you're putting it into the same thing as actual first-person shooters, which all follow a similar formula of, linear gameplay, of straight levels, not really any exploration. They focus more on the shooting elements. This game, I think, does not focus as much on the shooting elements, it focuses more on the exploration, which I think I've said like 100 times just now. So yeah, that is my opinion on the whole, is it a first-person shooter or not debate. Can I get into this mothball tunnel, please? Thank you. I blame the camera for that. But yeah, those are my thoughts. If you've got thoughts of your own, I'd love to hear it. Now, where are we going? We're nearly there. Have they locked the doors? They haven't, but this is a good time to use the dark visor. Now we can follow these guys, which is very good. You're on fire. Yeah. There you go. Where'd you go? Ah. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Just keep shooting him. Much easier with the dark visor. What? You just spawned in? Get charge beamed. Thank you. Are we done now? I hope so. And here's a nice touch. Like, you got these little guys. They actually come up red. They're not a scan or anything. They're just kind of there. I really like that. That's cool. Anyway, onward we go. I think I've said my piece. So yeah, more cutting, I suppose, till we get there. Okay, looks like we can indeed get that now. This is definitely worth getting, because you really want to get energy tanks at your earliest convenience, in my opinion. Huzzah, very nice, very good. Alright. Okay, so I suppose now I will start heading back to that Dark World section I was talking about. Alright, here we are. Now let's hope I'm correct and we actually can do something here and I didn't just waste a bunch of my time. Not yours, but mine. So, Dark Visor. Wait, I've already got the thing here? Ah, there's some room I was thinking of then. Was it that one? It was probably that one. Ah! I'll be back. I'll be back. Alright, this better be it, or I'm gonna be both annoyed and confused at the same time. Alright, let's have a look. We have not opened that. Yeah, I think this is right. Man, I should have checked, shouldn't I? Guess we'll have to deal with you first. You're a pain. Yeah, just come on in. That's totally fine. Oh, I thought he was in. Dang it. That's alright. There we go. Oh, you're here too. Well, you want to do the same thing? That's fine. Come on, let's get on with it. Actually, I think we can use the dark visor on this guy. I might be mistaken, but let's see. Yeah, so you can keep your lock on. That's useful. There we go. Alright, now, if we scan this, presence of a control system. Interface method unknown. Control units not present in the visible spectrum. So, now we can see them. As you can guess by the fact that there's 5 of them, I'm sure you already know. Yay! What do we win? All that for a missile expansion. I am slightly saddened. But there we go. Alright. Back on schedule. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll head to the temple. What's it called? Freaking Great Temple. That's the one. Great Temple. I'll head there. Excuse me, fellas. I approve of the fact that they don't lock the door there. That would be so annoying if you had to deal with that every time you went past. 'Cause I just went past that room about 4 times, didn't I? Ugh. You'd think I would know this game pretty well for it being my favorite Prime game, wouldn't you? But you'd be mistaken. You would be mistaken. So we'll check in with Mr. Umos. He should have some new dialogue, I suspect. Because he did last time, didn't he? Now, which one's the right one? This one. Open the old door and head up the old elevator. The still kind of slow one. There we go. Hello. Pretty good, eh? Yes, yes. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, so there's like robots. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Would have appreciated some heals, but he just doesn't seem to want to do that nowadays. Maybe you can like talk to him and he'll do it, I don't know, but it's fine. So yeah, that's our next place is a fortress of some description. We'll start heading that away and we'll see it. So the last door, that requires the Torvis translator, but we have that now. Yes, the sanctuary sector, they say. Ah, there is a save room here, and actually, I think there's an item. Can we actually get that now? Telluric alloy, I think we can. Yay! I love how it takes you this long to be able to get it. That's pretty great. Like, we came here back in the end of part 1, wasn't it? No need to save, we'll move on. I'm not worried about my health either. So, we're kind of retracing our steps at this point, but there is gonna be some... There must have been something that wouldn't let us get there. It might have been one of the translator doors that was stopping us from getting to the next area. Ah, is there a portal there? There is. So we could go exploring there too. Let me think. Yes, it was a translator door there. Okay. I guess it wouldn't hurt to stop. I know for a fact that there's a point where we can't do anything here. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to take a quick look. Maybe there's an item we can grab, but I have a feeling that it won't be just yet. I might be wrong though. Okay. So there's only one door. There might be an item that we can get though. Like right in this section. Hello! Bad idea, sir. Now, where are your friends? Come on. Oh, he's like right outside it. That sucks. You're on fire now. Hope I'm hitting him. There we go. Alrighty. Is there a cannon here? Nope, this time. Ah, actually, I think this is something a bit different. I'll show you. Echo Gate uses a sonic security system. Currently, we have no idea what that means, and we currently can't do anything with it, so don't even worry about it. So, in that case, let's see what's through here. I have a feeling there's not going to be much yet. Oh, this is fun. Have a guess what this is. It's a Dark Metroid. Yeah. And interestingly, we get the Impact Crater music from the first game. Kind of works, I guess, considering, you know, Dark Metroids should be kind of terrifying. The normal Metroids are terrifying enough, right? Please die, thank you. Yes, so this is a big open room. Oh, God! Oh boy, that's fun. There's an item over there. We certainly can't get to that yet unless it's... Ah, we can actually, I'm mistaken. We have to fight 1,000 Dark Metroids to do it though. Ooh, that worked well. Ah, that was a waste. Oh, you're big as well. Let's just use all our dark ammo, right? Nothing wrong with that. Ah, so one shot plus a charge shot seems to be enough to kill them. That's good to know. Come over here. Ooh, oh, 2 of them missed, that's why. That's the thing with the spread. Okay. Maybe we can ignore these guys. We'll see. Ooh, is that a missile or... I think that is a missile. I was gonna say, if that was an energy tank, it would have been well worth it, but we've got so many missiles by now. Still, good to get it, I guess. Whoa, careful where we jump. Oh, gonna miss. Yep. Luckily you don't die when that happens, because that would be really dumb. Seems like those guys are happy to ignore me, and I'm happy to ignore them, to be honest. Okay, so... Now, I believe it's this next room that we can't get past. Ooh, it's a Seeker missile door. We might as well open it. Nice. Yep, we can't. So, you can scan these little things. It's kinda hard to get the right angle, but you can. There we go. Ah! As the text tells us there, there's some scary thing. So here's an Ingstorm. Yeah, it's basically terrifying. If you want to walk in there, it's a really bad idea, trust me. There is no way. We might be able to get past this room, but I think they're in all the other rooms as well. So, just, yeah, don't go in there. Like, see that damage? See that damage? It's crazy. So yeah, we are not going in there. Bad idea. Really bad idea. Hop around that phase on, thank you. So I think that's all we can do here for now. Gonna ignore Mr. Metroid Man. Yeah. You know what? Why am I bothering? I can just take the portal. See you guys. Have fun. Alright, so that little detour resulted in one missile pack, and I guess some scans as well. But, we need to, you know, head to the next place at this point. Ah, this room. Now, once again, control system not visible. Well, we can sort that out, can't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Much easier to get across now. Onward! Oh, the space pirates are here. So we're meant to go that way. There could be some items we can grab, I'm not sure. Because this room here was blocking us before. Wasn't it? I think it was. That's fine, we don't need to explore that yet. But there are some pirates for us to murder, so why don't we do that? You're dead. I need the light ammo anyway. Wow, yeah, 2 shots. It's pretty crazy. Alright, I will take that. Now we can get this way. So, what have we? Ooh, are you a new turret? You are a new turret. Ah, it's a Luminoth turret. Why it's shooting us? That's anyone's guess. I guess I don't know, someone hacked it. It probably was not the Ing, just throwing that out there. I think there'll be another one. Yes. You know what? Stuff you. Yeah. So here's just a light beam thingy. All I'm going to say is keep this in mind. It's not going to be of use to us for quite some time, but just keep it in mind. Access to Sanctuary Fortress granted. That would be the next area, yes. Down we go. And ooh, aren't things looking interesting here? Got some dead Luminoth. That sounds grisly. What about you? Things have not gone well, it would seem. Well, good on him, he tried, huh? Oh, hello, more turrets. You know what? I got plenty of missiles. I'm happy to do this. Bam. Scan this. Ah, actually, here's a new enemy. It's just a little drone. So, they don't really do a lot. Can we get ammo from them? I can't remember. Can get missiles, I guess. Looks like a no on the ammo front, though. Unless I'm just really unlucky. Could be. Ah, spinner for this one. Come on. There you go. So I think it might be time for dumb complaint. Oh, what are we up to? That's 4 or 5, isn't it? I want to say it's 4. Anyway, today's dumb complaint. Duh, all the environments look so boring. There's always been deserts and swamps in every game ever. Oh my god. Well, check this out. You've got to admit, this is pretty freaking cool. Just look at it. It's all futuristic and awesome. I absolutely love this area. It's definitely my favorite area in the game. Not to mention the music is pretty freaking sweet as well. I'll comment on it a bit more when it comes back. Are you new? That's a box. I didn't want to scan the box. You're not new. Alright, fine. Don't know why I'm not using this. Bring it. Oh, you got shields. Good on you. Look at you guys being resourceful. Have a missile. Yeah. No problem. Who's next? You guys, alright. Yes, yes, you've got shields. It's very, very cool. Is something behind me? What if we just do this? Possibly should not have done that. That was some good backstepping, I'll give him that. That health is much appreciated. Ow! Did I just lose like a full tank or something there? Whoa. Alright, I've had about enough of this. That's what we want to see. More of that, please. Ooh, that doesn't work. Is he dead? He might be dead. He's... Okay, why were my shots bouncing off? That's unusual. Come on. I just want to kill you. Ho ho! He went flying. There's the door. Alright. But yeah, I really like this song. That background, like, I don't even know what that sound effect is. Some sort of synth that... The sweet synth arpeggios going on. They're pretty darn cool. It's kind of like a whistle sound effect. I challenge anyone to try and whistle this song. Like that little background thing. Because, good luck. I'm not even going to try it, but... I'd love to see you try. Now these little dudes are interesting, because once you shoot them off, they bounce around and explode. They can bounce into you and explode, so you gotta be careful with that. And you don't really want to walk into, like, the space they're on. Because, like, you see over there, it's got that little, like, energy ball in the middle. So just do that. Well, okay, that'll work. Never mind. Just let them all explode. All the energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking a bit more damage than I expected. Okay, there may be something in this room. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, that's what this is, okay. I was worried I missed that. Ah, another new enemy. This guy is also pretty interesting. He's a Resbit. So this thing has a virus system. And we'll probably see that at some point, but I would rather not deal with it, because it's kind of scary. And he also has a little shield he can put up. Dark Beam is the way to go against these guys. There you go, not too bad. Yeah, there's a fair bit of those guys around this area as well, and we'll see more of them later. Now, what's up next? Aha! Whoa! Okay, here's a robot. Now, something to point out, this is 2 separate scans, so be aware of that. So here's the MB for main body. Yes, it's got a little spin and we can boost into it, we'll see that. We can also scan its head. CM for command module. So there's 2 things we have to deal with this enemy. Now, where'd you go? Oh well, that's fine. Let's go for the head, I suppose. Alright, when he does this, you can boost into him. Nope, that actually did work, okay. Then, you see his butt, you know, lights up. Just start bombing that. Ah, and now we're down to the head. Just check that's not a different scan. Okay. So, we can see that he's currently glowing purple. That means we gotta use the light beam on him. And then when he goes the other way, we switch. There we go. Alright, that's all we got. Now, over here... I thought I missed for a second there. Over here is a save room, and that is something I'm definitely gonna use. Let's call it a part here, shall we? We shall explore the awesome Sanctuary Fortress next time. So for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.